Hey guys, welcome to Nuance. I'm Ian, and we're back with more The Legend of Vox Machina. Man, last we lost Percy. We're gonna break. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get him back. Hopefully, this episode. I feel like, because I mean, that was kind of happened with Vex. Like, she died, and then they brought her back. Assumedly, they're gonna do. That's what we saw in the trailer with the coffin, and like the kind of intricate looking coffin. So assuming it's Whitestone, he's like a noble. His family's noble. You know what I mean? Of Whitestone. Oh, Cassandra. Oh man, that's gonna be. Ugh. But yeah, that's probably gonna be like a big part maybe of next episode. Hopefully, I hope they bring him back next episode. Because I want to see what we end up doing in the last episode of this batch. I really am hoping that we finish Thordak this season. That has to be the case, because there's still 3 full episodes after this batch. So assumedly, that's where we're gonna go. Like that's how they're gonna handle it. I'm just curious about, again, dealing with Raishan. I know I mentioned in the last video, if y'all guys were stuck around for the discussion part. If not, that's fine, obviously. I said I was gonna change some coloring settings, or at least try to. But I would kind of like I input the footage into what I used to edit and tweak some stuff, and it looks fine. So I think we're gonna go ahead and stick with this. For this color. Yeah, I turned on the lights and upped the color a bit of one of the other background colors. I had the other light off I was testing some things out, workshopping, so, rambling on random stuff you don't really care about. Let's just get on the episode.
If you're looking for the raving mystic, you missed him by 2 days. Seems confinement didn't agree with his constitution.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. Gross. If we break you out, how much would it be worth?
A small fortune, I dare say.
That I don't currently have with me, but
If I weren't flat broke at the moment.
What was that?
A detail you might have withheld until you were free.
Why bother lying? You'd learn soon enough I've not a silver to my name.
You're shit at negotiating, you know that, right? But you are brutally honest.
You might need that sort of honesty someday.
Very well. Let's see where the truth takes us. What's your name, anyways?
It's a whole flashback episode. That would suck. But well, it would only suck in the sense that I want to see what how they go about dealing with Percy and everything. It'd be kind of interesting though.
Like his family, Percival de Rollo was a man of deep devotion to his home and loyalty to its people. And though not religious, he believed in Whitestone with every fiber of his being. And though today we say goodbye, the Dawnfather will keep his eternal spark alive in all of us. In his name we pray.
She had no family left either.
Where darkness dwells.
There's a reason I've been pressing you about this. I'm in love with you.
The idea of feeling that strongly again terrified me. And now, Percy never knew.
Of course he did. He may have been an aloof, indignant asshole, but Percy was sharper than I. And every time you gazed at him, I knew.
You did?
You'd be a fool to miss it. And that man was no fool.
Even so, what was unsaid will remain so. How can I live with that? How can anyone?
Take those words to heart, Vax. Come on.
The future has frightened me for so long, but it's a future which hasn't yet been written. And I'm starting to think fate is what you make it.
It's okay to be scared. But we can face anything. If we're together.
I don't want to be alone tonight. Do you?
You said the line.
I haven't wanted to be alone most nights.
We wrote a song. Aww. Listen, Raven Queen, we got just chill for a second, okay? Unless you're gonna bring Percy back, chill out. All right. Come on, give us a second.
There's still a way, you know,
The hell do you
I wasn't
want?
expecting you to be back.
to offer condolences and plan our next move against Thordak.
Oh, you've got some fucking nerve. Our deal is off, remember?
I hadn't planned on burdening you with this, but it's time you knew the truth about your family
Oh no, he's gonna.
and Thordak.
Oh no.
Oh, the tales of destruction Thordak tells, boasting of the cities he's burned: Port Calavan, Gremadash, Byroden. Yes, your hometown, if memory serves.
Mother.
Your fate has been tethered to the Cinder King since you were a child. It's time you stop ignoring it. Thordak is your destiny.
Nobody trusts her less than me, but we didn't listen to her last time and it got Percy killed.
But taking him on from the most dangerous dragon in the
Dang,
world.
even Keyleth.
You've tried that before.
Unless you have some army hidden away, what would be different?
What if we did have an army?
Oh boy.
Grog?
Grog, I told you not to eat Percy's workshop paste.
What? No, I mean, everywhere we've been, we made friends.
Yeah, and enemies.
Oh, and the others. We're gonna bring Kashaw and them in, and others.
Enemies.
He's right. Maybe I could convince the
Heard,
Ashari
not
to
heard.
help.
We could ask Zara and Cash and Vasselheim.
And Earthbreaker Groon. That guy's a beast.
Oh yeah,
A
let's make a
compelling
Groon to be
idea,
sick.
Grog, that you're talking about a handful of scattered fighters.
How about 1,000 Singorn soldiers?
Oh yeah.
That would certainly make a difference.
Then what are we waiting for?
Oh, we're bringing the gangs together, baby. The armies. I wonder if we're gonna get the herd. Oh, what? He's got others? I've never seen this. They look awesome. Electric powers with them? What the heck? Yes! Yeah! Uh-oh. Zara, help. Ooh. Just...
So, you've done it. Acquire the Fenthris bow.
Right.
I suppose you've come to receive my praise.
No.
Lovely seeing you too, Father. But no, I don't need approval. I seek something much harder to give. I want you to admit the truth. The dragon killed Mother, Elena. I spent years thinking her death was my fault. That somehow we were the reason you sent her to Byroden. And if we hadn't been born, she might still be
He
alive.
sent her to Byroden?
Her death hurt you as much as it hurt us. That's your truth.
That was long ago. I've moved on.
I haven't. You taught me my love was poison. I learned the lesson so well. I kept the one decent man who shared his heart at arm's length until it was too late. And now I would give anything to hold him. To tell him how I feel. To not be the callous fool you made me. But everyone's pain is their own. And he's gone.
Bex Holly, I'm sorry.
This is my only bargaining chip, Father. The truth. If you've any love left for me, or for Mother, then march to Imon and prove it. And if not for us, think of those who will occupy this world when you are gone.
Your daughter. Your other daughter, I should
If
say.
anything is left.
Cash and Zara declined our invitation.
No! Lies.
Will this be enough?
Come on.
I'm here. No matter what happens, we'll
They're
face
coming
it
again
together.
later, right?
Not my fate.
Surprise.
Not yours.
Ours.
I'm glad that they're at least together, though. So that's something.
What are you doing?
Oh,
I tried being a father and a part of this team, and I failed at both things.
maybe there's a solution.
Yeah, there is. No more distractions.
Guys, you gotta see this.
Syldor. Oh. That will help a little. Alright, Syldor. Oh, that was very Lord of the Rings feelings.
She did it.
Oh, it's so cool. We gotta get Percy back before, though, right? He's gotta be there for the fight. Right? Or is that a huge... I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be. But I would assume he would be.
We'll wage a two-pronged assault. Your Syngorn army, Groon's warriors, as well as
This
the
is where
White
Kashaw
Stone Pale
comes in,
Guard,
right?
will march through the city gates, engaging Thordak's spawn head-on.
How will you get inside?
I've scouted it. We'll approach from the air.
That won't work.
Oh.
His children guard it now.
Uh-oh. They've hatched?
And who might you be?
She's, well...
An informant. Her name is Larkin.
There is an unprotected back entrance.
We gotta get Percy back! It feels weird to do this without everybody. Oh, this is so cool, though.
Good luck out there. It's an honor to have you on our side.
The Stormlord is by your side. That's all you need.
All set, Groll?
Oh, sick.
Vex, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
I know, Scanlan. After today, maybe we can all forgive ourselves.
Oh boy. This is worrisome.
Smoke but no fire. How's that work?
And no resistance.
Oh,
You'd think
no.
they'd notice
A
us
trap?
by now. Or at least notice me.
Uh-oh.
Wormlings!
Mages to the front!
Take positions!
They're so cool looking. Oh. They're not
Why are they not
doing
attacking?
anything.
Do you feel that?
Did Rashawn screw us up? Screw us over?
No. She sold us out.
Wait. Then that means...
Crap.
Father.
No. Oh my god. Oh no.
He left his lair.
Oh, gods.
What have I done?
I can't. What the? Oh god. Okay. I was wondering because like we still have 3 episodes of this. I was thinking like, okay, well, this is gonna be real quick if we like what are we doing this episode? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. Like, again, it's so weird that we're not gonna go after like that we're not gonna deal with Thordak without the whole party. That could be a change they make, and it's not necessarily a huge deal per se. Like Percy being there didn't like change things drastically or give some kind of like huge story plot. So it's not a necessity that he's there. It just feels weird. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, obviously, it's not necessarily how it. Things aren't going to go according to plan, which sucks because like they actually went with like them kind of patching Vex kind of patching things up with her father. I don't know. I mean, they kind of did in the end of the campaign. Like they kind of started work. They were working on patching things up. That was big. That was. She finally got through to him, and it's crazy that he actually apologized. I mean, he should have, but it's just crazy that he did. Oh my god! So Raishan's like really stabbed us in the back. I mean, no, she said that, before. Next time you're there will be enemies, but I thought like once when she found out Percy died and then came back, she's like, okay, so maybe this is like my last way to have like a way to take him out, to take Thordak out, one more opening, but then her also telling Vex and Vax, or mainly first Vax, you know what I mean, telling them that Thordak's responsible for killing their mother. Like that might have been like while true, but mainly used to like lure them in. It's like, okay, this will emotionally get them to give in to this plan. Damn it! So many died instantly. God dang it, dude. And she's able to talk him into bringing like the soldiers from Singorn back to Exandria to fight Thordak, or to, at least face off against, his kids and others. So where is Raishan now? We just see, Thordak. I hope Gilmore, Laura, and Kima are alright. I do. Obviously, I hope. Obviously, not everybody's gonna be alright. I hope Jarrett's gonna be okay. We don't really get much of him, but I still, he's a cool character. But mainly Gilmore, Laura, and Kima. I want them to all survive. Very surprising that Keshaw and Zara, they declined. Like I was wholeheartedly expecting them to, not wholeheartedly. Part of me was like hoping and expecting them to just like come in last minute, just like, we got the strategy for you guys. I'm wondering if it was a scheduling conflict, which is interesting, weird, because like Mary Elizabeth is like the voice director of the series, unless she's not anymore, or maybe I don't know. It's because they had them in for. Maybe it's just too much, or I guess they weren't in there that long, so it's like it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. I'm just curious, like, why they bring them into the episode at all if you're not gonna bring them in for like the bit that they are, for the small bit they are in for the, fight. Huh. I don't know. I hope that maybe next episode they'll show up.
You were saying, dear?
And help with this somehow. I don't know. We did have the ceremony, the funeral for Percy. Really cool coffin though. The covering, having like I'm pretty sure they do that for a lot of like the nobles anyway, like a carving of themselves on the slab. But yeah, really, and then Scanlan comes back to find out what happened, and of course he's gonna feel guilty. I don't know. Would he been able to? I know in the campaign, things just happen. Whether he was there or not, however it happened in the campaign, because I believe he was there in the campaign when it happened. But anyway, you don't know for sure that you could have done anything, but that's also going to be going to be plaguing you for a while too. It's like, if I was there, what if I could have made a difference? It's just like, dang, there's just, and he had this song he wrote for Kaylee, and he couldn't show it to her because she wasn't there, and now because he left, and then he wasn't able to see her, and then Percy died. The one thing I will say that the good thing that came out of this was obviously Vax finally realizing to not be scared of the future, not be scared of what pain could come, and to just be happy. And they're now Vax and Keyleth are now together. So it's the one good thing that could come out of this. Only unfortunately now we're in the the den of this monster. So, and then possibly putting our friends and loved ones putting our friends and loved ones in danger, their lives at stake, and a lot of people just died because we fell for a trap. Just strange, because I could have sworn that Raishan in the campaign, and that it went through in terms of like her helping us, at least to defeat Thordak. I don't know, maybe that's still the case. I don't know. Something's. I hope it's not just that Raishan backstabbed them. I hope there's something else to it. Maybe she didn't, or I don't know. But I do like that we had like a little bit of flashback of how they met, because it had like a little bit of portion that was kind of like included in like their like origin comics. They broke them out because they were going to do something else. They're trying to do. I think they were trying to do something else in the like campaign. I think that's how like him wound up meeting him in the campaign. This was like before they were showing it live. It was just like when it was still a home game. The way they met up with his character was that because before in the very it was originally a one shot. He was there as a blue dragonborn, I think, and then it was a one shot, and then he decided to bring a different character. And that's how Percy in, and then they met him that way. I think like he basically met him in a cell, and he said he would promise his his wealth basically, which he didn't have at the moment if I wasn't flat broke. It was very funny. Like when her bringing up was like a detail you might want to have held on to after we let you out. He was like, "What's the point? You better have found her anyway." But I just like that way. I got a little bit more. It was obviously it was to like really just twist the knife, but still, it was cool seeing a little bit of their past. And Yen had a hell of a speech, I will say. Or like final words for Percy. I am glad that they brought in the backstory of Vex and Vax's, like the Thordak being tied to them. It doesn't necessarily. It kind of does. It doesn't necessarily have like a huge impact on this story. But it gives like more incentive for like Vex and Vax to really want to see Thordak dead, other than him, ruling over Amon and putting everybody's lives in danger, and killing other people. But like. There's that again, that extra drive of this is the dragon. This is the creature responsible for our mother's death, and also this doesn't necessarily have anything for this story, but like this was like an outlet basically for Liam, the person who voices and played Vax. Like during that time, he had just lost his mom to cancer, and it was like really an outlet, and whenever. Bit of spoiler. So I'm gonna put a little spoiler here for those that haven't seen the campaign and care about not knowing what's gonna happen. Obviously that might change how Thordak dies, but sorry, one sec. Things started playing. Time is it? It's about what I told. About that anyway. They might change how they kill Thordak, but in the campaign, Liam's the one or Vax gets the final strike on Thordak. And he was like, "This is for my mother, you son of a bitch." Drags the knife or either a dragon, or maybe a dragon slayer, longsword. Regardless, he longsword or rapier, I don't remember. Strikes it across through Thordak, ends up killing him, and Liam like did it with such like force. Like, you can kind of feel, like, it was a bit of just, like, actor being in this role-playing game. But, like, there was an emotion behind it, and like, you can kind of tell. And he probably went into it, I think he went into it, like, talked about it later on, like, during, like, their after-show stuff. that it was very cathartic, and it was like him basically like dealing with what happened to his mom in a way. So it was just, again, nothing that has something necessarily that goes to this story of the show, but it just kind of has, like, for me, like an emotional like a heavier emotional impact. Like, I don't know, like what this killing this dragon, what this dragon itself kind of represents in a way. Whatever. Little bit of goofiness maybe. Sorry, but yeah, I'm kind of glad that they brought this story in. But yeah, even even like, obviously we didn't want to trust Raishan. She might have just led us into a trap. But when we were talking about it at the table, and kind of after Raishan had told Vex and Vax about everything, Keyleth is like, I'm definitely one that doesn't trust Raishan, or I'm the one that trusts her the least. But last time we didn't listen, we got Percy killed. So like, even she's just like, we gotta listen to Raishan, and that's really just heartbreaking that Percy was able to kind of like, push her in that direction. But it also sucks. It's just like, she was kind of right. But yeah. I don't want to ramble too much into this. We're gonna go ahead and probably go on the end right here. It's gonna be the last episode of this week's episode. So that's it for this week's episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm a little worried of where we're gonna be ending this next episode. It doesn't feel like we can end Thordak here. It just seems like there's a lot going on, and I hope we get Percy back before. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. See you guys later.